Football Focus exclusive Tottenham chaos, Kudus disaster, Tel explodes, and Vicario's roar shakes Leeds. Breaking news. Subscribe to our channel to get daily Tottenham breaking news and analysis through voice. Listen to the news and let us know what kind of news you want in the comments. Let's get started. Tottenham player ratings vs Leeds. Kudus a nightmare, Tel makes his point, and Vicario roars back. Tottenham Hotspur's 2-1 victory over Leeds United at Elland Road was not just another Premier League win, it was a message of resilience, revival, and raw desire. Thomas Frank's men arrived in Yorkshire still haunted by a bizarre streak of 7 straight defeats in pre-international break league fixtures, but this time, Spurs broke the curse with a display that mixed chaos, courage, and class. 6 changes from the midweek Champions League draw at Bodo/Glimt might have raised eyebrows, yet Frank's rotation proved inspired, with Christian Romero returning from injury to marshal the defense and attacking reshuffles involving Xavi Simons, João Panhinha, Destiny Udogie, Mohamed Kudus, and Mathys Tel. Tottenham looked fresh, fluid, and fearless from the start. The energy at Elland Road was electric, the crowd baying for blood, but Spurs matched the intensity. In the opening exchanges, Leeds thought they'd struck first when ex-Spurs defender Joe Rodden crashed a header against the post after Guglielmo Vicario's misjudged charge from his line left the goal wide open. It was a scare and a familiar feeling, the kind of early wobble that had undone Tottenham before. But this time, they steadied themselves. Rodrigo Betancourt, fresh from signing his new contract, set the tone with a thumping challenge in midfield that turned defense into attack. Kudus picked up the loose ball, spun into space, and threaded a perfect pass through to Mathys Tel. The young Frenchman took one look up, unleashed an early strike, and saw it deflect past Karl Darlow into the net. It was a goal of confidence, instinct, and timing, the finish of a player who wanted to prove his worth. The traveling fans erupted. Tottenham were alive. Yet, as so often happens, dominance brought danger. Kudus, who had been Tottenham's brightest spark early on, squandered a glorious chance to double the lead, skying an unmarked effort over the bar. Within minutes, Leeds punished that wastefulness. Brendan Aaronson's deflected shot forced Vicario into an awkward parry, and Destiny Udogie, slow to react, could only watch as Noah Okafor pounced to bury the rebound. 1-1, and Elland Road was bouncing again. But even as Leeds surged forward, Tottenham refused to crumble. Odegaard's energy down the left gave Spurs an outlet, and just before halftime, Tel nearly restored the lead, his looping header from Odegaard's cross smashing off the crossbar. It was a statement of intent, a warning of what was to come. The second half began with Leeds pushing high, but Tottenham's response was ruthless. Kudus, having endured the frustration of missed chances, decided to take matters into his own hands. When a loose ball fell to him near the box, he darted inside, dropped a shoulder, and drove a low shot that deflected into the bottom corner. His first goal for Spurs, a reward for persistence and power, sent him racing to the corner flag in celebration. Kudus had arrived. From there, Tottenham's control grew. Panhinha began to dominate midfield duels, Betancourt dictated tempo, and Romero, bloodied, bruised, but unbroken, threw himself into every tackle with the passion of a man determined to lead. Mickey van de Ven's pace snuffed out danger on the break, while Udogie, eager to make up for his earlier lapse, worked tirelessly up and down the flank. Frank's tactical balance started to shine. Spurs no longer played with reckless abandon, they played with maturity. The team pressed in coordinated waves, forced turnovers, and slowed the game when needed. Leeds, increasingly desperate, found no way through. The late stages were about nerve, and that's where Guglielmo Vicario redeemed himself. Having been shaky early on, the Italian produced a colossal stop from Joel Pirro in the dying moments, diving low and strong to his left. His roar afterwards said it all: redemption, relief, release. The final whistle brought scenes of unity. Players embraced, fans sang, and Thomas Frank smiled on the touchline. This was more than just a win. It was proof of progress. Now let's break down the performances. Guglielmo Vicario, 7. A first half of uncertainty gave way to a second half of redemption. His early misjudgment could have been costly, but he grew in stature as the game went on. That late save from Pirro was massive. He roared back like a true leader between the posts. Pedro Porro, 5. It wasn't his sharpest outing. Gave the ball away too often and looked uncomfortable under Leeds' press. Still, his work rate was relentless. He kept running, kept fighting, and that deserves credit. Christian Romero, 8. The warrior was back. Every block, every tackle, every clearance screamed leadership. He took knocks, dished them out, and organized the back line like a commander. Spurs are simply stronger with Romero in charge. Mickey van de Ven, 7. A couple of nervy moments, including one rash dribble late on, but otherwise composed. His pace remains a game changer, partnered well with Romero to keep Leeds forwards largely contained. Destiny Udogie, 6. A mixed night. His slow reaction led to Leeds' equalizer, but he didn't let that break him. Responded with energy and maturity in the second half. Needs to be sharper defensively, but his attacking drive remains invaluable. Rodrigo Bencourt, 7. Tottenham's heartbeat. His aggression and awareness started the move for Tel's opener, and his positioning covered Porro's vulnerabilities. Calm, composed, classy. Exactly what you want from your midfield general. João Panhinha, 6. Took time to settle but grew stronger after halftime, broke up play effectively, and brought grit to midfield. A bit reckless at times, earning a yellow, but his presence added steel. Xavi Simons, 6. Full of invention but lacking execution. Made clever runs, tried to create, but too often his final ball failed to deliver. His potential is obvious, he just needs consistency to match it. Mohamed Kudus, 9. Unplayable. Terrified defenders every time he got the ball. His assist for Tel was perfect, his goal deserved, and his constant threat made him the standout performer. Even when he missed, he kept coming back. The kind of relentless, fearless footballer Tottenham fans will adore. Mathys Tel, 8. Back in the lineup and back in form. His deflected strike opened the scoring, and his header that rattled the bar deserved more. He linked play well, pressed intelligently, and showed why he deserves more starts. Wilson Odobert, 8. Outstanding from the left. His directness and creativity stretched Leeds constantly. 2 brilliant crosses created golden chances, and his work rate off the ball was exceptional. One of his finest Spurs performances so far. Manager Thomas Frank, 8. His rotation worked perfectly. Every decision had purpose. The blend of experience and youth delivered balance, and his in-game management ensured control. The way Spurs saw out the final 20 minutes was a testament to his growing influence. Overall verdict, Tottenham's win at Elland Road wasn't their prettiest, but it was perhaps their most important of the season so far. They showed fight, character, and intelligence in equal measure. Kudus announced himself as a genuine star, Tel took his chance with confidence, Vicario found redemption, and Frank's project, quietly but steadily, looks more convincing than ever. This was a Tottenham performance that spoke volumes about growth. For years, Tottenham have been accused of folding under pressure, of lacking that cold edge needed to win tough away matches. But in Leeds, under hostile lights, they showed they can dig deep, suffer, and still shine. Kudus' dynamism, Tel's fearlessness, Betancourt's authority, Romero's fire, these are the ingredients of a new Tottenham, one that can win battles, not just play beautiful football. When the whistle blew, the relief was palpable. The curse was broken. The doubts dissolved. Tottenham had conquered not just Leeds, but their own past habits. The story of the night, Mohamed Kudus, electric, explosive, unstoppable. Mathys Tel, determined and decisive. Guglielmo Vicario, humbled then heroic. Thomas Frank, quietly building something real. Spurs march on.